Hey there Vault Dwellers, Naked Vault Dweller here, and in this video we're going to cover the new player guide for huge creatures inside the Fallout 76 universe. If you like tips and tricks and how-to guides along with some walkthroughs mixed in with the occasional dysfunctional joke, then you might be in the right place. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, give the video a thumbs up, and hit that notification icon where you'll be notified the next time I release a video. Whew, that's always a mouthful. Alright, so you're here because you're looking for huge creatures in Fallout 76. Great, that's why I put this video together. A lot of times Bethesda will sneak in a weekly or daily challenge where it will require you to kill a huge creature, and this is where it's going to come in handy. I also wanted to mention that none of the creatures that you see in here are going to be tameable, so if you're looking for tameable creatures, look at this link up here at the top. This will take you to my Taming Creatures video, which I'm going to remake soon. I also wanted to just add that not every huge creature's location is going to be listed in this video. There's going to be a few that have been missed or skipped over for just time purposes. If you see something you think should be included, put it down in the description down below. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other viewers that will be thankful that you did. Okay, so let's get started with Deathclaw Island with our Deathclaws. And this is kind of the common place that most people come whenever they're looking for Deathclaws to fulfill a challenge. One Deathclaw will pop out of the ground on this island, scaring its victims and then ultimately attacking them until they die or it gets killed. Our next location is going to be Abandoned Waste Dump. It's located on the east side of the map. When you arrive, what you're going to want to do is run to the mouth of the cave, as this is an inner instance where you'll need to go inside and do the killing, or get killed. Once you're inside the Abandoned Waste Dump, you want to maneuver around to find the Deathclaws running around. Some of them will actually be sleeping, others will just be kind of floating around a little bit. Now I've seen as many as 3 running around in here, and if you look at the footage here, you'll also see one Deathclaw laying here sleeping on the ground, which I thought was quite endearing. Oh, what a cute little Deathclaw. Now let's slide on over for another Deathclaw that's going to be located at Thunder Mountain Substation TM-02. And this Deathclaw is actually quite wily. He'll run around and kill virtually everything that's in the area, and it seems like pretty much everything in the area wants to kill it too. Don't lose heart though, he goes down just like all the other Deathclaws. And continuing to search for our elusive Deathclaws, if you head just north from here and go to Hopewell Cave, you'll find one inside guarded by a bunch of mole rats, or whatever the random creature is that's going to be outside the cave this time. And this one actually looks quite menacing, so I'm going to elect to leave him alone. Finishing up our Deathclaw locations, we'll turn to Rosalind Jeffries Shrine, which is an unmarked location just south of West Tech. After traveling to West Tech, I had to climb up the side of this cliff to get up here to Rosalind's Shrine, but once I was up here, the Deathclaw was here every time. So now you can kill this beast as many times as you want until your heart is content. Okay, so before we continue, I just want to let you know that some of the creatures inside of Fallout 76 require a little bit of finessing to make them come out. And nothing says finesse like firing a nuclear missile into the middle of a wasteland to make something happen. Normally firing a nuclear missile will set off a public event where a number of people can join in and have fun with you as you're taking down something huge. And the first nuclear finesse that we're going to look at is going to be in Cranberry Bog, where you're going to launch a nuke on the Fisher Site Prime, which is going to release the Scorched Beast Queen, which becomes a public event, and everybody on the server sings a happy song of killing the Scorched Beast Queen. Yoo-hoo! Or if you're really feeling crafty, launch a nuclear missile on Monongah Mine, which will kick off the event A Colossal Problem, which will spawn Earl inside of Monongah Mine, who has a bunch of other little Wendingos that will try to kill you. Everybody will be happy because this will be a public event and lots of good stuff comes from it. Now let's go ahead and move on back over into the forest. We're going to go to Charleston Train Yard, and we're looking for a Grafton Monster running around here. Now I know in Grafton they have Grafton Day where you see a Grafton Monster there, but this one is actually a guaranteed spawn, so come here if you want to kill a Grafton Monster. And just southeast you're going to find the Charleston Capitol building. When you arrive at this location, go ahead and fall off the bridge or the road here. When you get into the waterway, start heading down towards where the Grafton Monster is going to be located. When you get there, other things probably are going to be already attacking it. Go ahead and try to jump in there really quick and kill it, or wait on your friends to show up so they can have a shot or two at it before you bring it down. And just a note, every time that I come to the Charleston Capitol building, this Grafton Monster is always down here being attacked by either Scorched or Super Mutants. Our final location is going to be Hemlock Holes, which is going to be north on the map. When you arrive, go to the back side of the building where the porch is. You'll be able to see the Grafton Monster kind of walking around in the back there. Go chase it down as it's probably being attacked or attacking something that's kind of in its area for a relatively easy kill. Next, we're going to be looking at several locations for Scorch Beast. Starting in the forest, there's going to be a Fisher site here. When you go to just virtually any Fisher site, you're going to find several different things there, but they're always going to be consistent. The first thing is you're always going to find some form of a Scorch Beast. It may be a legendary Scorch Beast, it may be a regular Scorch Beast. You're always going to find them. You're also going to find regular Scorch in these locations too. So when you go to them, be prepared. You may run into 1, 2, 3, or even more than that, just depending on which Fisher site you go to. These creatures are relatively easy to kill, and when you find yourself getting around the Fisher sites, you'll start harvesting some of the Ultra site ore that's located around them. Lastly, about the Scorch Beast, if you kill a regular Scorch Beast in lieu of killing the Scorch Beast Queen, it counts as a huge creature just the same, so you'll tick off that challenge if needed. Another one of my favorites is going to be the Super Mutant Behemoth, and you can find the first one here south of Solomon's Pond. This one here is in a permanent spawn location, so if you come here and it doesn't show up, server hop, there should be another one to appear on the next server you go to, but it's always here, as well as our next location, which is Abandoned Bog Town located in Cranberry Bog. You'll want to travel to Pylon V-13 to get there. When you get there, the Super Mutant Behemoth is going to be kind of walking around, if he's even there. Oftentimes he has a lot of other super mutants hanging around with him to, guide him along. Our next huge creature is going to be the elusive, ultra cute Megasloth, and you're going to find it south of Moss Town, marked here on the map. Now bear in mind that this is a permanent location for this Megasloth, but everybody else is going to be looking at the same location too. If you get here in need of killing a Megasloth, then just server hop if he's missing. Otherwise, you're going to be chasing it down quite a bit, especially if there's a daily challenge for it. Lastly, this Megasloth cannot be tamed. I just want to remind you that for those who do want to tame a Megasloth. Next, we're going to be heading on over to Spruce Knob Lake, where we're going to find a Mirelurk Queen lurking below the water. And when you get there, she's going to pop up and start sending all her baddies your way, as well as trying to poison you and pretty much, trying to kill you like, it should. Scooting over a little bit to the east, you're going to find Max Farm, and at Max Farm you're going to find a Cranberry Bog, and in Cranberry Bog you're going to find a Mirelurk Queen inside the Cranberry Bog. It's probably going to be hidden. You're going to get close to it before it to pop up, but when it does pop up, she's probably going to try to kill you, or hug you, or both. Our last Mirelurk Queen location is going to be located far to the north at Highland Marsh, and there, when you arrive, you're probably just going to find the Mirelurk Queen just kind of roaming around. Jump in there, give her a kill, and then, harvest her body and, all the other things you do to Mirelurk Queens. And last but not least, you're going to find a Sheep Squatch. Well, not really find a Sheep Squatch because there's really no dedicated spawn locations for the Sheep Squatch. So it's more of a random thing that you're going to find that one. And do not try petting the animals, kids. They do bite. So can you guys think of any locations that I might have missed that was not included in this list and that was available during the time of the recording of this video? Please put your comments down at the bottom of this video so that other viewers who see this video might be able to see any new locations that may be cropping up or may have already cropped up, or new animals that might be around. They can reference that and they won't have to hunt it down somewhere else. And we want to know, which one is your favorite huge creature? And with that, I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to watch the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time right here on Naked Vault Dweller.
See where she landed. I just jumped on top of this thing and she landed right there with me. What is it doing?